stalls. I'm not going to say basic and advanced stalls because essentially it's all the same thing as far as I'm concerned. A perfect basic stall is exactly the same as a perfect advanced stall, just slight difference in gravity. But anyway, we'll start with momentum. Essentially a stall can be just this, with the stall point here and here. What we're going to do is we're going to put the stall point up here, and we're just going to sort of let it go up there. Put your finger there and just let the poi come near your finger. Once we've got that down, just sort of in any way you can, our next step will be to try to get our hand under that point. So we'll put another point down here. We can put our finger there and just imagine the point up top. We need to move our hand across. That's due to a little bit of isolation in there. You can see that there's about 1/8 of a turn of isolation in that. You can do like more of an isolation than that if you like, but you know, it's not really required. The next step in order to clean up your stalls is to, well, you know, we've got the point here and the point here. Try to get the head into that point as well as the hand, so the head passes through there and comes up like that. See? Comes through and up. And then if we get both in on the action, it'll end up sort of like a scissor motion. Bring them in like this. And the reason that that's no different than a horizontal stall is if we were to put our position out here and just sort of get our head to go all the way around to it. It's sort of more of a vertical stall, isn't it? But then we put our other point here and we end up with this. I mean, in theory it's exactly the same. It just takes a lot of practice to hone that one in, and if you've got good isolations then that should help greatly. Now, a few important things to keep in mind when we're doing our stalls. The right amount of momentum to take off is a really delicate thing. It could end up being a bit of a snap like that if we try to pull it off too quickly, or it can just sort of flop a bit like that if we don't take it off quickly enough. And of course you can let it linger for that extra little bit by taking it off more slowly, but still taking off the same amount. Other things to remember, well, a lot of the time your grip can help. If you can feel the tension in the cord, then that can help quite a lot with your stalls. I have my thumb resting against it like that, so I can feel it pull back against my thumb. But you know, any way that you can tune into the tension of the cord is really good for your momentum. And the rest is just sort of about hand positioning and making sure that the poi sort of follow along the right track. There's quite a lot more to it if you want to get into what I call floats and drifters, which is the direction in which they're heading when you take the stall off. So, like that. That's, I don't know if you technically classify that as a stall. I'm going to put it in the same category just because I feel like it, because it comes off floats, which are these, like that. Drifters are the same sort of thing, sort of drift up. The basic idea behind that is just to sort of continue the momentum up with your hand horizontal, parallel with the poi head, like that. You can do that horizontal as well, so I'm not quite as good at that. Yeah, sort of. But it is possible.